Tonight, why Western Sydney? Julia's there, Tony's there, so we sent Husey. Why does Western Sydney matter so much? End of an era. Goodbye to the broadsheet. Is the idea of flicking through the newspaper dead? Bad banks. Banks' funding costs are falling, so why aren't interest rates? And he's one of the world's greatest rockers. Kiss frontman Paul Stanley joins us live. This is The Project. We're going to take a break. Back in a tick. Coming up next, Paul Stanley joins us straight after the break. You're watching The Project.
Welcome back to The Project.
Time to introduce a rock and roll legend.
There's never been a band as loud, flamboyant and as loved by their fans as rock gods Kiss. They hit the big time in the 70s thanks to their incredible live shows that included their trademark face paint, fire breathing and pyrotechnics, a showcase for their incredible music. 28 gold album sales in the US, more than any other American rock band, and over 100 million albums sold worldwide. And don't forget the merchandise. Everything from Pez dispensers and caskets to dolls and lunchboxes. Last year saw the release of their 20th album, Monster, and this year sees the group, led by bass player Gene Simmons and vocalist Paul Stanley, reach an incredible milestone of 40 years together. And they're celebrating by bringing their tour to Australia yet again for all their old fans and the new fans who have got to get on board.
Please welcome Paul Stanley.
Terrific, not bad, right?
We're happy to have you back.
I bet you haven't played a crowd of that magnitude before, huh? Look at that.
This is sold out for all you people. Hold on. How you going?
Not bad.
Well, it's been 5 years
great.
since you've been here. You've still got a bit of the accent, hey?
Yeah, I take it with me. I've gotten some things in Australia I can't get rid of, but
Do you have some fond memories of touring?
I have amazing memories of Australia. The first time we came here actually was 1980, and it was dubbed Kisteria. It was the largest tour ever. And ever since then, I've had an amazing love affair with Australia, and I tell everybody it's really the best kept secret, and maybe that's a good thing because I tell people, you know, save your money and forget about Europe and come to Australia because these people are spectacular, and it's between the wine and the food and the people, you can't lose.
I bet it was all about the wine and the food when you first toured with Kisteria back in the day. But I was reading, I couldn't believe it. It's 40 years of Kiss.
Yeah.
Did you have any idea? Like, I know this is ridiculous. When you were first putting on the makeup, did you think, yep, 40 years from now, we're still going to be putting on the makeup?
You know, there was no precedence for us, so no band had ever lasted that long. So I was hoping for 5 years, but at this point, you know, I get to grow old in front of everybody. So, but I'm enjoying every minute, every year. It's really something spectacular, and I couldn't be more grateful for people like you and all the people at home and everybody who comes to see us. We played to 40,000 people last night in Adelaide, and there's no end in sight.
Talking about history, you've done an autobiography, or you're doing one, I think, you and Gene Simmons. There's two.
Well,
how do you remember any of this stuff?
Well,
I can't
luckily,
remember what I did yesterday.
well, you know, they talk about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and from the very beginning I said, you can keep the drugs, just give me the sex and the rock and roll. So I remember quite a bit. I was really reluctant to do an autobiography. George Orwell said that the autobiography is the most outrageous form of fiction. So, you know, when you write about yourself, you tend to be at the epicenter of everything. But I'm trying to be realistic and tell the story basically for my kids. I'd love my kids to know that it wasn't always an easy road, and that if you love doing something, you'll work your butt off.
Surely you don't want your kids to know everything.
Well, in time, you know. Some of them are quite young. I have 4 of them, and they range from 17 months. Then there's a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, and an 18-year-old. The 18-year-old's ready to hear everything.
I'm sure he is. Now, Paul, it's Dave here live from the Rooty Hill RSL. I was just speaking to the marketing manager. They've got a few spare dates in June if you want to get Kiss to get a gig here, all right?
Dave, I wish you could be here. I've seen you before, and you're a legend in your own mind.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Now, do you miss the old days, though? Do you miss the old days, the clips of you in bed being interviewed with 3 beautiful women around you? I mean, or does that still happen?
By choice, it doesn't happen. My wife wouldn't approve.
Now, you are touring Australia with Motley Crue.
Yes, they're
which
with
is
us.
a great pairing. That is
It's
a good
terrific.
concert.
It's a lot of bang for buck.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they've said themselves that they are lucky to still be alive. Are you surprised they're still alive?
You know, they seem to have really come around. Those guys have been through a lot of their own doing, but you know, they're grateful to be around, and they're great guys. I liked having them so much. We did the States with them, and we said, "Come on with us to Australia." So it's a great pairing, and we have quite a good time in store for everybody. It's quite a show.
Well, we're going to keep you here for the rest of the show, if you don't mind. If that's, I don't know if we've got a contract, but anyway. The CD, though, Monster, is out now, and tickets for Kiss and Motley Crue tour, all the details are on our website. Make sure you go. Do not miss this chance to see Kiss and Motley Crue together. We're going to take a break, though. Back with more Paul Stanley in a minute. Welcome back to the project. Dave in Rudy Hill. Who cares? Paul Stanley on the desk here at the project
Some
headquarters.
more news now on a groundbreaking case in the United States where a baby girl born HIV positive has been cured within 30 hours of coming into the world. She was treated with standard antiretroviral drugs. She's now 2 years old and the virus is barely detectable in her system. And basketball star turned diplomat Dennis Rodman has returned from North Korea full of praise for leader Kim Jong-un. He's told a US news talk show that Kim doesn't want to fight America, but he's keen to have a chat with Barack Obama.
He wants Obama to do one thing, call him.
He wants a call from President Obama?
That's right, he told me that. He said, if you can, Dennis, I don't want to do war. I don't want to do war. He said that to me.
You know Kim Jong-un, or Dennis Rodman for that matter, or Barack Obama?
Well, I'm so impressed to meet our new ambassador. Says a lot for the country.
Is it now policy for ambassadors to wear everything they own all at once?
I hate to see him go through a metal detector.
Well, right around Australia, it is Monday. Fact, which means Can of Worms is on tonight on 10 with the lovely lady Chrissy Swan. Chrissy, we've got some pretty cool people on our show tonight. Who's joining you and yours?
You do indeed. Look, we've got Phil Jamieson, the gorgeous Chris Smith and the hilarious Ross Noble, so we're very excited about that. Can I talk to Paul Stanley for a second, just while I've got an audience?
Chrissy,
I've always wanted to know, were you the only one that was cool when Kiss went unmasked because you were hot with makeup and hot without?
Chrissy, what are you doing later?
Listen, I'll sort this show out and I'm all yours, man.
You are obviously a woman with good taste. And usually those women taste good too.
Oh, you dirty bird! I love it.
Well, it's live tonight on 10 at 8:30. Look forward to it, Chrissy. See you then. Bye.
That's just about all we got time for tonight. Would you please thank Paul Stanley for joining us? Great to have you back in Australia again. Pleasure to have you on the project. And Hughesy and Rudy Hill, you got a big day planned tomorrow, mate?
Mate, I got the buffet first, all right? I got the buffet. My seat, the poke is ready to go. We're going off tonight.
We'll see you back here tomorrow. See you all then. Bye.